just about mid-afternoon, and it will go well into the evening. The Out of Bounds show is powered by Pearl River Resort. We're streaming live on the Out of Bounds radio app and the zone1059.com. Couple different ways that you can get in touch with us. I think the number one way is the Golden Moon Casino text line, 601-885-3776. 601-885-3776. We'll do a roll call. We've been off for basically a week or right at it, just under a week. And I didn't fly in till late last night, got home 1 a.m., really didn't ever get to sleep. That's what happens when you get a little older, right? Some of y'all can relate to that. And Jackson and I had been talking. We were like, we have to do another show in 2025. Ole Miss plays tomorrow, right down the road in New Orleans tomorrow night. College football playoff game against Georgia, quarterfinals. And tonight we have, good Lord, Ohio State, Miami. And then you got games all day. So if you're cooking, on the grill and do it, even though it's cold, many of you are going to fire it up and do a brisket or a butt or ribs or whatever, starting Tito's Vodka Bloody Mary game, Iowa Vanderbilt at 11 a.m. And then Arizona State Duke at 1 and Michigan Texas at 2 and Nebraska Utah at 2:30, and then tonight at 6:30 the Steak and Elijah Craig game is Miami and Ohio State in Arlington and AT&T Stadium. So it's going to be a hell of a next few days. I mean, you got Miami and Ohio State tonight, and then you got the other games tomorrow with Ole Miss as the nightcap. Ole Miss Georgia as the nightcap. Another, we want to do an out-of-bounds roll call. This is a weird show. I wasn't sure exactly how everything was going to play out, but starting at 8 a.m., but we want to see who's with us. Give us a shout-out on the text line. We'd love to hear from you. Happy New Year. Hope you had a Merry Christmas. The text line, 601-885-3776. We'll do this. How are you listening on 105.9 The Zone or streaming? Where are you listening from? And then what are you cooking over the next day or two that you're all fired up about? And so let us know that on the text line, 601-885-3776. Just got a text, on my way to see the Rebels play. That's from a 662 number. So good to hear from. It's been a while. That person has not texted us since June 27th of 2024.
Nice.
All right, so it's good to hear from you. Austin. So here's another one. Austin from Gluckstadt, heading down to the Sugar Bowl tomorrow. And pour some sugar on me. God, that got played several times on our trip by us, and just we were somewhere else on the resort where it played, and I don't remember where we were. But anyway, or maybe we were just out at the beach. We were the ones that would bring a speaker and then kind of be the party, because that's how you do it, right?
You got to set the tone.
You got to set the tone. All right, let's see if I can figure out how to do this. Twitter X at Bowbounds, brought to you by Independent Roofing Systems. Number one in the commercial and industrial roofing space, roofing.ms. Independent Roofing Systems, done right the first time. And then we're going to stay with Stella for now throughout the holidays. Stella Artois caller line is 601-707-3750. Another text coming in, 662. This is a follow-up. Back in the SIP, Bo, on the way the game moved from Jackson to Nashville a year ago. Good to hear the show again. Thank you for tuning in, my man. Appreciate you. And download the Out of Bounds radio app and hang in there with us. Or go to YouTube after the show. We want you to listen to us live. Tom Luganbill did 24 minutes on, well, not quite 24, but a good 10-plus minutes of that 24 minutes was Ole Miss Georgia preview. That's on YouTube from last week. We wanted to go ahead and get that in before he went down, which he left yesterday. I think I was texting back and forth with him on Monday. He's in Orlando for the Under Armour All-American game, but we got him before he left and before we left. And the Ole Miss Georgia preview is on YouTube. Search Out of Bounds Sports or Spotify or Apple Podcast. Search Out of Bounds with Bo Bounds. So there you go. War Eagle Rich is on the text line. Let's see. He's on the app, the Out of Bounds radio app from Brandon, smoking a ham tomorrow to go with the peas and the cabbage. Yeah. Wendy does the cabbage. You eat it, and then she throws it out because it doesn't smell good. But it tastes like if you do the cabbage with the black-eyed peas, and then you've got the right hot sauce and some red pepper and a good, Budweiser Key City, Mississippi Queen, then you're good.
Yeah, so basically if you drown out all the cabbage, you're good.
No, man, cabbage, I'm cool. I mean, I don't eat it. I guess I eat it maybe once or twice a year. But now black-eyed peas.
That's different.
I mean, how many times am I on the property of Pearl River Resort at Mom and M's, right? And I just got some at Burgers Blues Barbecue.
They're so good.
When Wilkes and I went a week or two ago. But black-eyed peas is several dozen times a year.
Oh, yeah.
And I'll have some tomorrow or later today. I'm not sure. Michael is in Louise, Mississippi. Listen to 105.9 The Zone every day. Michael, thank you. Happy New Year, my man. So it's good to hear from everybody. What is War Eagle Rich says? I'm putting ground sausage and rotel in your cabbage. Only way to cook it, okay? That may could bring Jackson to the promised land. Either way, you got to have it for health and wealth.
That's what they say.
Yeah. So that your real estate, stocks, crypto, or silver and gold, I don't care which one, so that it does well in 2026. And I wish you to be prosperous and make money. You got to go with at least a little black-eyed peas and cabbage and some Mexican cornbread. Yeah.
Is that a thing?
That'll pop. Oh, hell yeah, it is. You damn right it is. What have you been doing?
It's hibernation season. I bought 5 more boxes of cereal last night.
Good God.
Oh, man. I'm so proud.
What kind?
We went cinnamon waffle toast crunch. It's a...
You shop like a 6-year-old.
Oh, you should have seen my cart last night. It was glorious.
It's incredible.
Saved $75.
I mean, it wouldn't be any different if you shop like you're 6 years old.
Yeah, I mean, it's not going to change.
Good Lord.
But I ruled last night. Saved $75.
Mike, okay.
Yeah.
Or so you think you did.
Nah, I mean, well, that's what they say.
Okay. Mike Detillier at 8:30. Mike moved days with us. He's because he's awesome.
Yep.
WWL Radio TV New Orleans. Ole Miss Georgia. Mike D. 8:30. Okay.
It ain't bragging if you can back it up.
Damn right it's not. Oh, man. Good morning. Welcome in. Out of Bounds, ESPN 105.9 The Zone. What do we have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 games today. Ohio State laying 9.5 tonight against Miami in Arlington, Dallas metro area. The Miami Hurricanes with Mario Cristobal and Carson Beck against Ohio State, Ron Day and Julian Sayin, who I think is good.
He's got
But, and I know he's still young. I mean, he didn't play last year. It was the other dude, Colin or whatever his name was. He doesn't quite have the mobility of like a Trinidad Chambliss or some of the other guys hanging out in this thing, Fernando Mendoza, or even Ty Simpson. But, and more at Oregon's a player. So I'll be honest, I did not watch a lot of Texas Tech this year. I know the Big 12 plays at 8 a.m. in the morning, so I didn't always catch that. But kudos to them and Cody Campbell, the billionaire, for saying, not only am I going to give money, but I'm going to recruit a bunch of guys, which is the whole thing in your NIL. When you get that first guy or that first 10 or that first 20, and then they do it, and then they go get friends or just people they know, and it becomes a club and a fraternity type thing, that's when you get the sizzle. That's what happened at Texas Tech, Ole Miss, Missouri. Y'all know the drill. A&M and many other places. Now it's happening even more and more. I'm going back for a good 3 years ago, if not 4. But we've got some mobility. Even Gunnar Stockton, who doesn't get credit for being able to move around for Georgia. We'll kind of see what happens tonight with saying and Beck. It's weird, Beck was with Georgia last year. He's with Miami this year.
Wow.
Trinidad Chambliss, of course, can definitely move around. He's so good at protecting the football. He'll still make a play. He's still dangerous. He's still explosive. But he has this innate ability at a young age, and I guess he brought it with him. Obviously, Lane and Weiss did a good job with him. But when I think about Trinidad Chambliss and the way this year went, Austin Simmons starts the year. He throws 2 picks in the first game. He throws 2 picks in the second game. Was it that game he got hurt? I think it may have been. Yeah. And then Trinidad starts in game 3, and then the rest is history, and we never really see Austin again. And Lane and Joe Judge were telling everybody in the offseason, they felt like Austin Simmons would be a first-round pick eventually, not this spring. And now Trinidad Chambliss is one of the last 8 quarterbacks standing, and he's dangerous. So is Fernando Mendoza. Gunnar Stockton really doesn't get any love because we just think Georgia, big line of scrimmage, push you around, kind of play conservative, and eventually wear you down and beat you, which is what they did against Ole Miss in Athens. Ole Miss controlled that game for a good bit of the afternoon, and then Georgia flipped the script and pinned their ears back with, I think, Nate Frazier and the other dude and impose their will and so on. Will they be able to do that tomorrow night? Who knows? But
are we trending into like a place where where we're going to be able to like lump those quarterbacks like we did with Alabama's quarterbacks during Saban's little run? Like, yeah, they were somewhat mobile. They were game manager type quarterbacks.
Well, there's nothing close to what I'm not. So these guys are totally different than AJ McCarron and Jake Coker and Greg McElroy.
Right.
I'm not talking. Those guys are not totally different stylistically and so on. Right. So I don't think there's anything close to those two.
Okay.
Until Hurts showed up that was, well, a little bit of Blake Sims, but until Hurts and Blake Sims and
Or Lane Kiffin.
yeah, then that was a different deal. So, and anyway, out of bounds, ESPN 105.9 The Zone. That clock's not right.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
At all.
Oh, the power went out here,
Yes,
right?
it is not 2:30.
Yeah. I keep looking up there trying to
I'll fix that.
figure out where I am in the segment. And I'm already kind of on crazy pills because I flew in at midnight.
Well, yeah.
And we're just getting back after a week. But anyway, it's all good. And, Happy New Year to you.
Oh, yeah. Happy New Year.
Are you going to go out and F. Jones it till 5 a.m.?
Though my presence has been requested, I think I'm going to opt out.
Okay.
I just, I just don't feel like, I don't trust people.
Well, I'm not going anywhere, obviously. But, again, I've been somewhere the last 5 or 6 days. But I'm going to go get some steaks and I'm going to enjoy football and some good vino and, eat my black-eyed peas and cabbage and rotel and have fun.
When do you eat that? Like, when is the right time? Traditionally.
Anytime tomorrow.
Yeah,
so
okay.
maybe like noon or 1
right.
or 2.
Okay.
Somewhere in there.
So, I mean, if you eat them before 12, you don't even, that doesn't count.
12 today?
Midnight.
Or tomorrow?
Yeah. I mean, if you eat them at all on the 31st, it doesn't even count.
Or maybe you get extra.
I see. That's what I'm trying to figure out.
I don't know, man. Maybe your Bitcoin goes even, or your real estate or your investments do even better if you double up today and tomorrow.
The double up.
Yeah.
So,
maybe your silver will go up 30% in 2026.
Probably.
Right. I don't know.
Maybe by the end of January.
Right. Maybe you'll land 4 to 5 A-level clients in 2026.
Got double dip though.
Yeah. You got double dip?
Yeah, I got double dip.
Okay.
Gotta get 2 servings of those black-eyed peas. I forget which one does which. Cabbage is money.
Cabbage is money.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's the only one I need
Health
to worry
and
about.
wealth.
Oh, yeah. Wealth.
Yeah.
Wealth comes with health. Ask Magic Johnson.
Well.
You tell me.
Or you could ask Steve Jobs.
Jobs too. Yeah.
No, like it went the other way.
Right.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
he had all
that's a
the
good
money in
point.
the world, and he still didn't make it.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
He
So-
didn't know about stem cell.
That's
what
I
it
would
was.
think he did.
I think
Maybe he didn't. I don't know. I don't
Sure.
remember that timeline, but he was 10, 20 years ahead. So
Yes, right.
I think he probably knew about stem cell back in 07, 08, 09 or whenever that was, but maybe I'm wrong.
Sure.
So did you cook a lot during Christmas?
Oh, yeah. Oh, actually, we did cook something.
All right, what'd you cook?
Chicken and dumplings.
Were they good?
They were really good. I couldn't, honestly, I was a little surprised.
Wendy does chicken and dumplings every now and then, and they're good.
Always been one of my favorite dishes.
That's when you get out the Louisiana hot sauce.
Yeah.
And
Red pepper.
yeah, you got to do several different things, and that'll make it even better.
Spice it up.
I like that.
Put a little flair to it.
What made you cook?
Oh, that's a great question.
Did you just cook at home, or did you cook? Did you take it somewhere?
It was at the house. We actually were going to take it to Mackenzie's mother's house, and then we didn't because I ate the majority of it.
So you cooked it to take somewhere, and you ate the majority
whose
of
fault
it.
is that?
Yours?
No.
Okay. All right.
No, I'm not taking that.
Y'all want my prediction on Ole Miss Georgia? I'll go Georgia 34, Ole Miss 30.
Okay.
Georgia 34, Ole Miss 30. In the is that too high?
It feels like it.
Is that going to shift just a little bit from the 43-35 game with Lane not there, or no? Or Trinidad and Gunner are going to be able to march it up and down the field? Mike Detillier, WWL Radio TV New Orleans on the Farm Bureau Insurance Guest Line. Coming up next. All right, man.
It ain't bragging if you can back it up.
Good morning. Welcome into the Out of Bounds Show, ESPN 105.9 The Zone. The show is brought to you by Ole Miss, Georgia, in the college football playoff in the Caesar Superdome tomorrow night. And the Rogue Men's Store here is loaded up with Peter Millar College Football Playoff Collection at the Rogue Men's Store. So go ahead and get your powder blue at the Rogue Men's Store today, and you can wear it tonight or tomorrow or Friday in New Orleans. Peter Millar College Football Playoff Collection, Ole Miss Peter Millar College Football Playoff Collection at the Rogue Men's Store in Jackson in the iconic building, I-55 North Frontage Road. Also, Spring Street Cigars is in the building. Beautiful bar and cigar lounge. We welcome in Mike Detillier, LSU Saints insider, among other things. He joins us on the Farm Bureau Insurance guest line, WWL Radio TV, New Orleans. All right, Mike D, I got to start with, we're going to do a little prediction, Mike D prediction Wednesday. Mike, Ole Miss, Georgia, who wins the game?
Well, we did this yesterday on my show, and I picked Ole Miss. I think they pull off the upset. It's hard to beat a team twice in the same year. And that game, Ole Miss needed a stop or two in the fourth quarter with a 10-point lead and couldn't get it. Georgia did. But I just go back to what Coach John Summerall told me when we did our Tulane Tuesday on the week that Tulane played Ole Miss. And he basically said, hey, listen, if you don't jump out to a fast start, you're in big trouble against Ole Miss. Because now they got you playing and they're laying the traffic. And if Ole Miss can get off to a fast start, I think they got a real shot here to pull off the upset against Georgia. A lot of firepower with Trinidad Chambliss. I know Kawan Lacey sort of banged up, but I think he will make a huge impact. And just that system and covering those receivers is really difficult. It's going to come down to Ole Miss's defense making some critical stops here. But I like the Rebels. I really do. And it's a long time. Well, I'm just telling you that when you don't play in about a month and then you got to play again, it's not a light switch. You can't turn it on and off. And I go back to LSU plays Oklahoma National Championship a few years back in the Superdome, and Barry Switzer sat with Buddy Diliberto and I as we do in pregame, and he made the comment, the team that you see in late November, the early days of December, you never see them again. Either they get better or they get worse. And that's a long time off. I like Ole Miss here. I think they win the game against Georgia.
Mike D's picking Ole Miss, Georgia tomorrow night in New Orleans. All right, Mike D, let's go to Miami and Ohio State tonight. We've got the defending national champs. Ohio State's they're laying 9.5 in this game. Cristobal against Ryan Day. Who do you like in this one?
I like Ohio State. I just think they're the most talented team in the playoffs. And it just amazes me. When you lose 13 people via the draft to the NFL and 4 other guys sign undrafted free agent contracts and you this damn good, man, this may be Ryan Day's best coaching job ever at Ohio State. They are loaded on defense. They got 2 of the best wide receivers in the country. With saying that quarterback, man, Indiana beat them, but I think that might be the last time they get beat. And I like Ohio State to beat Miami. My thing is Miami can hang with them in their front 7 defensively. The big question mark, can Carson Beck make those plays? Critical third down conversion plays. Um, that's a question mark in my mind. I'm going with the Buckeyes.
All right, so right now we've got Ole Miss and Ohio, which, by the way, they're on the same side. All right, so the winner of the Miami-Ohio State game and Ole Miss-Georgia game play in the semifinals. Mike Detillier on the Out of Bounds show, 105.9 The Zone ESPN, powered by Sound and Communications for your next video wall for your business or school, soundcomav.com. Mike D's picked two of the winners. Here we go. All right, tomorrow morning, 11 a.m., Oregon, Texas Tech in Miami, Hard Rock Stadium. Oregon's laying 2.5. You going with the Ducks or you going with an upset?
I'm going with Texas Tech. We had on Pete Jenkins. Pete works with Oregon's defensive line, and he works during the spring and then during the summer months as they lead up into camp. I had him on last week, and I asked him about Oregon. He said, Mike, they're not as good as they've been the last couple of years. He said, I worry about, their defensive front. He said, they're explosive now on offense, no question about it. With Dante Moore at quarterback, you got a tight end who you rarely see a guy who's that talented, that athletic. And they can run the football pretty well. I worry about their defense. And James Madison put up over 30 points against them. And people were like, well, that's what they gave up in the fourth quarter. Don't give it up in the first quarter. They didn't play great defensively. I like Texas Tech. They are sort of built up front like an SEC team. And I think Tech pulls off the upset here and beats Oregon.
Mike Detillier on the Out of Bounds show. College football playoffs start tonight, and it's brought to you by Stella Artois. Tonight we got one game, Miami, Ohio State, and then as Mike knows, we got 3 tomorrow, one in his backyard, Ole Miss and Georgia. Now we'll go to Bama, Indiana. This is wild. Kurt Cignetti, coach for Nick Saban, all right, years ago at Alabama, recruiting coordinator, and then boom, he ends up at Indiana. And I never thought I would see this in modern era college football, or maybe ever. Indiana's a 7-point favorite. So let's go out to Los Angeles in the Rose Bowl, Mike D. Who do you like, Bama or Indiana?
I'm going to take the points in Alabama here. I just think this is going to be a razor-close game between both teams. I'd like to see if Alabama could run the football at all, but they haven't been able to do that all year long. They've struggled. Indiana's losing their top edge rusher, and there is no next man up. That's a bunch of baloney when people tells you that. Again, that's great to say in the locker room, but it's not reality. I think Alabama has a legit chance here to pull off the upset. If you're asking me to pick the winner, I'm going to go with Indiana, but I think this may be the razor-close game I think all of them will be fairly close. But I think this one really comes down to the end. Maybe Indiana wins it by a field goal, but I would take that touchdown that you're getting here in Alabama, because I really got to believe that Alabama will play well. You're going to get Overton back, who gives you a big man up front who can get after Mendoza. And sometimes you're better off with a loss during the year. That's a lot of pressure to carry throughout it all. And again, if you look at the buys last year, all 4 of them lost. Man, I'm going to go with Alabama in the points here, but I do think Indiana squeaks out the win.
All right, so here we go. Mike Detillier on the Out of Bounds show. He has picked Ole Miss to upset Georgia. Georgia is a 6.5-point favorite. This is weird to say. We've got Kirby Smart against Pete Golding, among other coaches. And I assume, Mike, that don't you think Lane Kiffin will make an appearance on TV tomorrow night during the game?
Don't be surprised he shows up with the governor of the state of Louisiana, who's got a suite there in the Superdome. That Lane wouldn't show up. Come on. It's Lane being Lane. Come on. He's not going to miss this. I'd be shocked if he didn't show up.
Okay. All right. Yeah, Lane, and who knows the two teams better than Lane? He's already played Georgia, so he did all that prep, and he played them last year too, beat them, and lost to them Mike just referenced in a close game. So not only is he attracts eyeballs, but he will know what he's talking about when it comes to analysis on the two teams. All right, Mike D, let's go to the Pro Football Hall of Fame. And Darren Woodson, 15 modern era players have been announced as finalists for the Pro Football Hall of Fame class. And why do you think it's taken Darren Woodson so long, all right, Cowboys DB, so long to get to this point, Mike D?
Secondary people, unless you got a ton of interceptions, it's not what the voters are looking for.
Yeah.
And he was one of the few, or one of the early hybrid safeties.
True.
That played in this game, because he played up front a lot, almost like another linebacker. And yet I thought he was a good man in coverage also. But I do think the interception part plays a big part in it. And sometimes it's timing. I think about Ricky Jackson with the Saints, how long it took before he got into Pro Football's Hall of Fame. My thing is, who the hell's doing the voting for this?
No.
Willie Roaf, who was a dominant left tackle, he didn't go in year one. He got in the second year. My thing is, what more did you want to see from Willie Roaf that you wouldn't have voted him in year one? So sometimes guys have to wait. And I think with Woodson, he may have to wait a little longer. Because this year's class is sort of loaded. Last year, the one guy that surprised me that did not get voted in was Luke Kuechly from Carolina. Okay, his career was not this 12, 13-year career. But when he played, he was the best interior or inside linebacker in the game. We've had on Drew Brees. Drew comes on weekly with us, and I'd ask him about Luke, and he was like, he's the best football player I've ever went against. The very best. And he would tell this story. I'd come up to the line of scrimmage, and he would bark the plays back to me. So he said, we were trying to get out of every call, because Luke would bark them right back to me what I had called in the huddle, almost like he had a hidden microphone. And he said, man, that was no fooling him on a play. He knew it just by how we lined up. He knew exactly what we were going to do, virtually every play. How many people can say that?
No, I mean, great player.
Not many. Luke Kuechly gets in, I think, this year, along with Drew Brees, Larry Fitzgerald for sure. Because sometimes I don't know why these guys try to tap the brake on the obvious picks. And then sometimes I look at some of these players, and it's like the Hall of Very Good. It's not Pro Football Hall of Famers, but they Hall of Very Good, but they get a little bit of momentum, and it gets them in. I'm surprised Woodson has not gotten in, but knowing how some of the guys vote, it doesn't surprise me one bit.
All right, so your two slam dunks are Drew Brees and Larry Fitzgerald, and then you feel really good about Luke Kuechly, linebacker from the Carolina Panthers. Is that right, Mike?
That's correct.
Okay. Give me a percentage on Eli Manning getting in this coming year.
I would think it's 50-50 with Eli. I kind of got a feeling he won't get in this year because Drew will get in.
Okay. I'm trying to look here. Yeah, I mean, this is a crowd. Adam Vinatieri would.
He's the best kicker of the last 15 years in the NFL when you looked at what he did. And my former neighbor, he's passed away now. It's like 2 years. He was actually in NFL Europe and they never called, and he couldn't remember anybody's name. He called him Alan. He thought he didn't remember it was Adam. He called him Alan, but then he got the nickname Dakota because he was from the Dakotas. And he goes to NFL Europe. He had really never left that area of the country, and so you had to train in Florida, and then they sent you overseas. And he said, he was so wide-eyed, he didn't know anything from anything. But he said, the first time Al Luganville was the head coach.
Yeah.
And he's like, Joe, he said, you got to coach special teams. Joe was like, I never coached special teams before. He said, nothing to it. He said, there's nothing to it. Why don't you coach it? He's like, no, he said, I want you to coach the special teams. He said, I walk out there. There's a veteran deep snapper. Guys played in the NFL. And he said the holder was a guy who held in college and had seen a short stint in the NFL. And he said it was Vinatieri. And he was like, hey, kid, how you like the ball held? And he was like, well, coach, when they sent it to me, I want it pointed forward. And he was like, pointed forward? You don't want it held back? He said, no. He said, I'd much rather kick it if you pull it forward. So he put it forward, and he said, I heard it the first time he kicked it. And I'm like, okay, guys, y'all got it? Snap it to him and then point the damn ball forward and let him kick it. They playing the Rhine Fire, and he was like, he's sitting on the bench in the final seconds, and we trying to move the football to get him a little better shot at it. And I said, hey, listen, if it's anywhere from 48 to 55, he'll hit it. It ended up being a 53-yard field goal attempt. He said, Adam's on the bench, and he's throwing the helmet up, like you would have a ball and play pitch and catch with yourself. He said he was doing that with his helmet. So he tells him, hey, Dakota, get out there and kick the damn field goal. And he said they had 7 seconds left. So he said he puts the helmet on, he snaps it, and he says, Coach Clark, how much time do you want me to leave you on the clock? He said, what do you mean? He said, I got 7 seconds. He said, just kick the damn field goal. So he said, man, all of a sudden I feel the wind start to change direction. He said it didn't bother Vinatieri at all. Hit it, and he said, I'm telling you, Mike, he cleared the bar by at least 5 yards. It was 53-yarder. He never watched it. He said he hit it, and he ran toward the sidelines for his kicking tee, for the kickoff. So the first time the Patriots played the Rams for the Super Bowl, and they lining up to kick, he called me, and he's like, he ain't going to miss it. I'm just telling you, he's not going to miss it. He said, I've been through this before with him. Sure enough, he bangs it through. Then they play the Panthers, and Jake Delhomme, who Joe had coached in NFL Europe also, he's like, man, I hate to even watch it because Jake's going to end up losing this game. He's going to hit that field goal. And I think it was either a 48 or 50-yard field goal. And he told me, I've never been around a kicker like him. And he said, I played with Lou Groza, who's in the Pro Football Hall of Fame as a kicker when Joe was the backup quarterback with the Browns. He said, but Vinatieri, ice water. He said, I've never been around a guy that no matter the situation, nothing bothered him. And he said, I watch kickers on the sideline sometimes. They almost like animals in a cage. It's up and down and up and down. He said, how you go to the zoo and you see like a certain animal, he walks up and down, up and down, up and down. He said, Vinatieri sat on the bench, play around with his helmet, look up in the sky, almost like he's asleep. He said, I've never been around any kicker like him mentally. He said, because most guys really, there's some nerves involved. And so they get up and walk around in a circle or walk back and forth. He said, you never saw Vinatieri do that. Vinatieri deserves to be in the Pro Football Hall of Fame. If he gets in this year or not, I don't know. But I always remember because Joe wasn't good with names. And, I mean, to the day he died, he called him Alan. He never realized his name was Adam. He called him Alan. But he really always called him Dakota. But he said, man, I'd gotten so many phone calls about, man, you did a great job coaching Adam Vinatieri, in NFL Europe. He was like, Coach, I might have told him a word.
Oh, that's great. So for our listeners, Mike Detillier just referenced Al Luganbill as the head coach over in NFL Europe in the mid-'90s. And that's Tom Luganbill's dad. And we have Tom on just about every week, like we have Mike on. He's one of our, 3 regulars. And that is a fantastic story on future Hall of Famer, maybe not in 2026, but at some point, Adam Vinatieri, who y'all know played for the Patriots and the Colts. Jackson, how many Super Bowls did he win? 3 with the 4? 3 with the Patriots, 1 with Indy? Okay. Wow. Mike Detillier on the Out of Bounds show, ESPN 105.9 The Zone. We've only got a couple of minutes. At some point, Mike D, does Reggie, this is too crowded a class like you're talking about it in 2026, but at some point down the road, and I got 2 minutes here, does Reggie Wayne get in?
Yes, he does.
Okay.
I remember him as a high school player. And he got recruited to Miami of Florida. They had a bit of a pipeline back then. Ed Reed also left Louisiana to go to Miami of Florida. And Riley, also the defensive lineman. But Ed Ogeron started it. And then Curtis Johnson, who was the longtime wide receiver coach for the Saints with Sean Payton, former Tulane head coach, he recruited Reggie Wayne to Miami of Florida. And Reggie got overshadowed. There was, that it was a star-laden team with Edison James, Peyton Manning, Marvin Harrison.
Yeah.
And
Dallas Clark.
And Dallas at tight end. Man, so he kind of has gotten overlooked. I think Reggie will eventually get in. He certainly put up the numbers to do it, just like I think Jason Witten. Could you ask a tight end to put up any better numbers than what Witten did? Frank Gore, who tore up his knee not once but twice in college, and look what he did in the NFL. It's amazing. But and Reggie, great hands catcher.
Yeah.
He knew how to run these in cuts, and it was his ability to get out of a cut and a break so smooth. And we cut up film for receivers when we bring them to the camps that we have here to show. And some of it is involving Reggie Wayne because he was such a good route runner. And he was so quick to get in and out of a cut and a break. A lot of times guys have to stop before they make that cut and a break. He didn't. He could smoothly get out of that and, man, get into that break, and then he's up the field, and you got trouble.
One of the best route runners in football history. That was Mike Detillier. Mike D, Happy New Year. We'll talk next week.
Thanks a lot, Bo. Appreciate it. Happy New Year.
Thank you, Mike D. We love you. Mike Detillier on the Out of Bounds show, and we've got another hour coming up.
Say, kids, what?
WRKS Pickens Jackson.
All systems go.
Live from the Whiskey 61 Lounge inside the Bank Plus studio.
This is Sound Warning.
Live in the studio. It's the Out of Bounds Show with Bo Bounds. Streaming live worldwide on the Out of Bounds radio app. And on your radio at ESPN 105.9.
All set? Let's go.
The Zone.
And good morning to you. Welcome in to the Out of Bounds Show, ESPN 105.9 The Zone. It will definitely be a big, big party at Pearl River Resort today, tomorrow, Friday, Saturday. Plenty of football, sportsbook, table games, music. Amazing food on the property of Pearl River Resort and the Golden Moon Casino and the Sportsbook. You can hit pearlriverresort.com, and that place will be wild and fun over the next few days. pearlriverresort.com. I'm your host, Bo Bounds. Jay Meadows, Straight Funk. He cooked chicken and dumplings for his girlfriend's family over the holidays, and then he ate so much of it, there wasn't anything to take over to their house. So Merry Christmas to them from Jay Meadows. Couple of different ways that you can get in touch with us. The Golden Moon Casino text line is 601-885-3776, 601-885-3776. Twitter X at Bo Bounds, brought to you by Total Transportation of Mississippi. They offer nationwide and regional routes for solo and team drivers. All right, weekly pay, monthly bonuses, Total Transportation of Mississippi. Frequent home time, full benefits, Total Transportation of Mississippi. Paid vacation and super competitive pay, all powered by Total Transportation of Mississippi. You can apply right now on their front page of their website, totalms.com. How about weekly pay and monthly bonuses? Powered by totalms.com. We're streaming live on the Out of Bounds radio app, and we're live in the Bank Plus studio. Happy New Year to you and your family. I hope y'all had an amazing Christmas. We got out of here for a few days, and it was nice. Had a good time. It's good to love doing the show, and was chomping at the bit after being gone just for 3 days. But need to cut the cord and reboot a little bit, and traveled with the family. Had a great – you'd be proud of me. Yesterday on the way back, we stopped at KFC.
All right.
Wilkes was determined that we had to stop at KFC before we left the spot and got on the plane.
I'm good with this. I like this.
And I had a piece of KFC chicken.
All right.
And
a
chicken strip.
Dang.
From KFC.
You went all out.
All right.
Was it good? Was it any good?
It was.
I'm not big on KFC.
It was cooked perfectly.
Okay.
And it was pretty damn good.
Well,
good.
Hey, I will take that.
And I had a bite of somebody's biscuit, and it was perfect.
Yeah, the biscuit.
So there you go. People like to give me a hard time about the way I eat or don't eat. And I just wanted to let you know.
That's good.
That I ate KFC. And then last night in the Atlanta airport, late, everything was closed. Wilkes went through Bojangles.
Nice, yeah.
Okay, so nothing else. Well, TGIF, they were partying pretty good down there, but it was 50 yards down. We had a pretty quick connection and whatever. And he got another box of chicken.
Yeah.
And I ate a wing.
Dang.
So in one day, I ate KFC, a piece of chicken, and a chicken strip.
Yeah, I can't believe that.
And at Bojangles, I had a wing.
That is
What do you think about that?
I'm very impressed.
So I was on the Jackson.
How hungry were you?
Starving.
Yeah, I was about to say you must have been ready to eat your hand at that point.
Well, so I didn't eat anything on the. I mean, I didn't eat anything on the plane other than they do the little bags of pistachios, and so yes, I was hungry.
What happened to the unlimited peanuts? Like I thought you used to be able to
you can
hammer that.
call and they'll give you as many as you want. Okay. I'm just not going to eat that much. I don't want to feel bad on a flight at all. I try to eat as little as possible. And I didn't drink. I just had a bottle of water. I did that when I was like 20, 21, 22 and realized, why? Well, I mean, every now and then if I'm landing somewhere about 45 minutes out, I'll order a glass of wine or something. But boozing on a plane is I'm just not.
I don't have to get up a bunch if I've got
right. I don't want to have to. I don't want to have to urinate in a bathroom that fits a mouse.
Right.
And I don't know what other people have been doing, and so I try to eat as little as possible, and just drink water.
Smart.
And every now and then have one beverage. What was my point in all that? I don't know.
Lost it.
We're live in the Bank Plus studio. Happy New Year, Bow Bounds, Jackson Meadows. Anyway. Oh, my point was I ate fried chicken yesterday twice.
Yeah. That is a...
Now, I'll say this. I'm good for a while. Okay?
Yeah.
So, let's say I'm at Mom and M's in 2 weeks doing a show, which we've got shows booked for days at Pearl River Resort in 2026. Then, yes, I'll have some black-eyed peas. Yeah. And those, they do the wings, but they're fried. But I'm good.
Yeah,
right now.
I mean, I think
I'm kind of thinking, something from Taste Italian Kitchen, maybe that tomato basil soup, start off with that, then transition into a Caesar salad and their world-famous meatball. That could happen today. Or go out to Martin's in Livingston, start with a cup of gumbo, then I'm going to order some wings. So I guess, but these are different. They're not like the tip, fried chicken wings. Right. And then I may have to go cheeseburger because the food on the resort was solid, but we're so spoiled here.
Yeah.
I mean, you could pick some spots that were pretty good, but the food on the resort was solid. So today and tomorrow, today, tomorrow, all the way through the weekend, I'm going to eat like a crazy man.
Right.
It's on. So I may get a cheeseburger from Martin's in Livingston.
There you go.
Yeah.
Just set
load
it right off.
Meat, cheese, pickles.
Boom.
Side of mustard.
That's not too shabby.
No.
Redfish Kathleen, though, I swear he should. It's just...
Well, you're married.
That's all I can eat.
You're married to the Redfish Kathleen.
Yep.
At Martin's.
And I like the steak bites too. They're really good.
I've had those.
Man,
I got a buddy who lives on them.
Steak bite,
He
loves them.
He goes downtown twice a week. I know when I meet, I know exactly what he's going to order. Because I'll mess with. I'm like, dude, you need to deviate here. How about here? You want to go here?
Right. No, dog.
Yeah.
And would you like what you eat?
Yeah, but you gotta order a po' boy from Martin's every now and then.
You
have to order some gumbo every now and then.
The gumbo's really good.
Those pork rind nachos.
Phenomenal.
Martin's in Livingston's a great place for game day, and Martin's downtown. But with all the college football playoffs, 5 games today, not college football playoff games, but the one tonight, and then 3 tomorrow, and then you've got NFL this weekend and more bowl games, Martin's in Livingston. And who set up their TVs and sound? Sound and Communications. Back in a second. Good morning. Welcome into the Out of Bounds show, ESPN 105.9 The Zone. I'm your host, Bo Bounds.
Guess what? Texas still sucks.
Hell of a day in football today, tomorrow, and all throughout the weekend. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and it only gets better from here. Quarterfinals of the college football playoffs. You get one game tonight, Miami and Ohio State, and then 3 tomorrow, including Ole Miss and Georgia tomorrow night. Georgia's 6.5-point favorite. My deal is who can run the football and or stop the run. You can run it either way, and then who's going to make an explosive play or a mistake early. That's what I'm looking at. And how do you respond? Does Ole Miss or Georgia, whichever one, take advantage of it, or Ole Miss or Georgia stop the bleeding on a mistake if it's made? And Mike Detillier, 30 minutes ago, was talking about the 2026 Pro Football Hall of Fame finalist, and he referenced Adam Vinatieri. Keep an eye on special teams tonight and tomorrow with our college football playoff games, whether it's a punt return or a hell of a field goal, 48, 49 yards. Now, Ole Miss and Georgia will be in a controlled temp. So, as will tonight's game in Jerry's spot. So that's something to think about and look at too. But as far as who can run the ball, who can stop the run, who makes how many explosive plays, or does either team have an explosive play for a touchdown outside the red zone? I think that's one to look at. Kirby Smart, Pete Golding. I did see the tweets yesterday. Ole Miss was kind of, Ole Miss people were pretty ticked off about the assistants that are going with Lane are doing some tampering. And Walker Jones, who's head of the Rebel Grove Collective. So here's how it all started. Ross Dellinger tweets this out. And y'all know Ross. He went to Mississippi State. He's national college football writer for Yahoo. He's one of the most connected guys in the game. And I'd go read the article. But here's a little snippet. Dellinger tweet, we're in the airport yesterday, and somebody sends me this. In an unprecedented situation, 6 LSU assistants are coaching Ole Miss in its biggest game ever. Tampering is afoot, officials say. Trust is wavering. And things could get weirder. Lane Kiffin may attend the Sugar Bowl with Louisiana Governor Jeff Landry. All right. Then Dellinger quote tweets his tweet with a quote from Walker Jones, who played football at Ole Miss. We've had Walker on the show 20 times over the years. And this is Walker Jones' quote. It's unfortunate what has been going on with our players and their former head coach and staff. Having to deal with the pressure of making future decisions while trying to prepare for a playoff run is not a sustainable model. End of quote from Walker Jones, head of the Grove Collective. So there's a lot of moving parts in this game, as we all know. Ole Miss took care of Tulane, but we thought that they would take care of Tulane regardless who was coach. Right. I could have coached Ole Miss to a win against Tulane. Ole Miss is very talented. They know who they are. And they have, along with Fernando Mendoza, maybe Gunnar Stockton, but Mendoza and Trinidad are more playmakers. Trinidad's a playmaker, but he doesn't give the ball to the other team.
Right.
And that's like super special because out of the gate, Austin Simmons looked like he may set a record for picks for an Ole Miss quarterback. And he just looked sped up and so on. And Trinidad from the jump just looked. Now, he played, in all fairness, Austin Simmons, I hope he's a phenomenal player, whether it's at Ole Miss or wherever. But Trinidad Chambliss had already played a ton of football. Yeah. And I don't care about what level. He had the reps as a starter, had been in the playoffs and won it, the year before at a lower level. We all need reps and experience and to skin up our knees and elbows, figure some things out. So it was very super early in Austin Simmons' career, and I'm not defining him whatsoever. But those are my thoughts with Fernando Mendoza, the quarterback and Heisman Trophy winner at Indiana, and Trinidad Chambliss, the starting quarterback at Ole Miss, who's kind of been overshadowed because of Lane's antics. Oh, yeah. Trinidad's play has been really, really good, and at times maybe he's not just off. He can jump off the TV at you, but he doesn't have to. It also depends on what Lacey's doing. We'll see if Lacey gets going, or if Frazier gets going, or if one of the quarterbacks gets going, or maybe the damn defensive line and edge rushers get going in the game. So you're playing on turf. Y'all know that. Y'all have all been to the Superdome. And I was just there a couple weeks ago, and God, Ole Miss fans are going to have fun. Those that go down tonight will, but tomorrow will be wild. And don't forget that the Rogue Men's Store has the Ole Miss Peter Millar college football playoff collection. You can go by there and grab your powder blue, and Luke, I'm sure, has other colors. But the Rogue Men's Store has the Ole Miss college football playoff Peter Millar collection, and it's all at the Rogue Men's Store. You can pick it up today before you head down, or you can just, for those of you watching it with friends at the house. I will say this, on the plane last night, we had a long plane ride in Atlanta. For me, not for some of y'all, but 4 hours for me is a long time to sit, as y'all kind of know me, and I share my stories and my weird way I think and what I do. And I watched Tennessee and Illinois on the TV, thing in the seat. And, I watched Top Gun Maverick, but it was 4 hours, so I needed something else. And then I went with some Anthony Bourdain episodes, one of them in Venice, Italy, and one of them in Portugal, nice, which was amazing. And I was so hungry. I was like, why am I, I couldn't stop watching, but I'd had a little bit of food earlier, but I'd only had that little bag of pistachios. I was like, I need to turn this off, but it's so damn good. And the food looks amazing in Venice and amazing in Portugal. And I love, both wines from that region. But anyway, I watched that. And then I turned on Tennessee, Illinois, and damn Brett Bielema. Winner. I mean, this guy, they had 10 straight losing seasons before he arrived. Right. I want you to take 1 second. We don't ever think about anything really. 10, let me say it's 10 straight losing seasons. They won 19 games the last 2 years. Champaign, Illinois, which there's no players around. It's cold. Dude can play. And congratulations to Luke Altmaier out of Starkville, Mississippi, who went up there and had a hell of a career. And he played some pretty damn good football last night. Tennessee absolutely lit him up a couple of times. I didn't think he was going to get up, and he did. Illinois won in the last few seconds of the game, 30-28. Brett Bielema can freaking coach. Man, oh man. We are the Out of Bounds Show. ESPN 105.9 The Zone. And Happy New Year to all the USA Pawn team and Nick Fulton. They buy and sell silver and gold, among many other things. The mega store, I-55 South, McDowell Road. USAPawn.com, the leaders in buying and selling silver and gold. we're going to drop some Kurt Signetti audio that is fantastic coming up here in just a minute. Want to say good morning, welcome in, Happy New Year. Hope you had a wonderful Christmas. We appreciate you listening, hanging out with us, interacting with us throughout 2025. We had one hell of a year as far as shows and remotes and guests and in-studio guests and all the different things that we did. We look forward to 2026 and more sports and heavy, heavy entertainment, food, beverage, travel, which is where we are trending. But thanks for listening to the show. The SEC Insider Hit this morning is brought to you by Matt Anderson. Matt Anderson at Southeastern Land Group. So find your perfect weekend getaway. Matt Anderson, Southeastern Land Group. Hunting Track. Matt Anderson, Southeastern Land Group. Lakefront Property. Matt Anderson, Southeastern Land Group. He specializes in it. All right. So are you looking for your next property? Whether it's hunting land, a timber investment, or a waterfront getaway. Matt Anderson at Southeastern Land Group. His number, 601-408-5155. Call him today. And he's also an expert and will advise on 1031 exchanges. All brought to you by Matt Anderson at Southeastern Land Group. Maximize your land investment. We're live in the Bank Plus studio. Out of Bounds, ESPN 105.9 The Zone. Bo Bounds, Jackson Meadows with you. What was your best Christmas gift?
I haven't gotten it yet.
It's like still in the mail?
Yeah,
it's on the way?
It's on the way.
What is it, shoes?
I have no idea.
Oh.
Still don't know.
Okay.
It's something supreme.
Maybe it's like a kitchen apron.
Allegedly, I'm supposed to be able to use it daily.
Lawnmower?
I have no. Oh, I would love that, but
oh no, that's not something you'd use daily.
No.
Not bad. Okay, got it.
Something supreme,
Like a razor.
It's supposed to be nice.
Okay.
So I'm expecting something big.
Necklace?
I could cheat and find out, but I don't want to.
You don't want to do it.
Nah, this will be the first time I don't ruin a surprise for myself. So.
Okay.
Yeah, but she, when you order from that site, you don't get it in 2 days. You don't get it in 2 weeks.
I got you.
Yeah. She learned the hard way.
When do you expect it?
That's a great question. Because that's going to be based on when she ordered it, right?
Okay.
So, I need the answer to that.
Gotcha.
She ordered it on, 24th. I got a problem, right?
Well, it may have been ordered then.
Well, then we got a problem.
Oh, yeah.
The drop had already been out.
Yeah.
It was the holiday drop for Supreme. We'll see. We will see. It's I'm looking forward to it.
Okay.
I'm sure it'll be nice.
All right. Well, that's good.
Yeah, it'll be a good thing.
I'm excited. National Bloody Mary Day tomorrow.
Solid.
Brought to you by Tito's. Go ahead.
Of course it is.
What?
Of course it is.
Yeah, it's
it's the hangover cure. Yeah, right?
So it's both.
Ah.
So today I mentioned it's New Year's Eve Day, and it's National Champagne Day.
Okay.
All right.
Uh-huh.
All right. So tomorrow is National Bloody Mary Day, but for us it's National Tito's Bloody Mary Day.
Sure.
And it's all about the garnish, and we all know that. So it's bacon and pickled green beans and pickled okra and maybe some deer sausage and whatever else you want in there. Sometimes you cube up some cheese, some really good cheese, Mississippi State cheddar, Edam, Bulldog, jalapeno. And then, so it's Bloody Mary, but it's also National Hangover Day tomorrow.
All the sense in the world.
So people will be, out and about. Be careful.
Yes.
But people will be out and about tonight around the world, around the country. So Nick Fulton just sent me a picture. He's in Paris, and he sent me a pic of a Bloody Mary. And so I'll send it to you, Jackson, so that you can be a part of the group.
Nice.
And it looks good. Good day to go get a Tito's Bloody Mary at Taste Italian Kitchen. And then transition into some calamari.
Yeah.
Ooh.
That's good. That's nice.
Ooh. Okay. I didn't, I've been gone for several days, and loved where we were. Absolutely beautiful place with family and really good friends. And the food was not bad. It was just solid, but there were some spots where it was pretty good. But I think I lost a few pounds, so I'm going all in starting today through Sunday. I'm going all in.
Trying to regain these things, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm eating everything that's in front of me the next 5 days.
Would you go to a buffet? KFC used to have a buffet.
I guess I would, but why when I can go to Martin's in Livingston or Burgers, Blues Barbecue or Taste
buffets.
Italian Kitchen?
It's not buffet.
Yeah.
You
So
got
I'm good with.
Buffets are versatile.
Okay. That's because they offer 70 different things, which is a mass selection of food, which is, when I was power eating in junior high and high school, that made sense.
Yeah, right.
And to, I guess, a certain extent, college, yeah. And then that kind of tapered off. But, I'm not against one.
Right.
But I'm not going to one today.
What is the last buffet you think you ate?
Yesterday at the resort, breakfast.
All right, outside of a resort setting.
Okay, when was the last time I went to a buffet? When was the last time
Wilkes.
I went to a buffet?
Surely you took Wilkes to a Mazzio's or
Oh, you're talking about like when he was
yeah,
little?
I mean, when's the last time you went to? I don't think you went to one by yourself in a long time.
No, hell no.
I think it would have had to been kid driven, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you're not going
I
to Barn
can't-
Hills.
No, you know that.
You didn't burn down Barn Hills in Starkville.
I did when I was a freshman.
Was it there?
Yeah. Or it may have been it was similar. I don't know if it was Barn Hills or something similar.
Was it on 12? By McDonald's?
Oh, shoot. Jackson.
If it is, that's I didn't know it was that.
I can't remember.
Barn Hills ruled.
There was a buffet right by Starkville High School.
That probably was.
It went Cappy Steakhouse. I think maybe there was something else. And then there was a building on the corner. And in the parking lot, you can almost reach out and touch the baseball fields. It's on the other side of the street, but you can almost touch the baseball field press box.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So,
but I don't remember what it was called. But that was the buffet.
That's dope.
Yeah. Yeah. But no, I'm not going to hit one today.
Nah.
And maybe for a while. But I will say this, the breakfast buffet at the resort was damn near as good as it gets.
All right.
So it was more than solid. No, it was like pretty good plus.
So you weren't living off croissants.
Well, I did. No, not totally. I was not.
That's a win.
You had to pick your spots.
No doubt.
But it was okay. Let's switch gears. We talked Ole Miss, Georgia. One of the teams in the college football playoffs is, I know this is weird, second year in a row, the Indiana Hoosiers. As a kid growing up, it's so weird for me to say that. I may be a little north of 50. And as a kid, Indiana was only, as you know, basketball. It was Bob Knight, Isaiah Thomas, eventually Steve Alford. Even before that, Quinn Buckner. His 76 team champs, 81 team champs, 87 team champs. I was at that Final Four. And Kurt Signetti, who coached at Alabama, is now the head coach at Indiana, and we're pretty enamored with him, too. He is so dry. It's incredible. I mean, if you think that I can't find it, but I will. The lady that we drop all the time, and I can't, but I will. I'll drop this.
Well, I'm not going to lie, I'm drunk.
And I'm not, but because I didn't drink on the way home and on the plane last night. But anyway, Kurt Signetti is so damn dry. Remember, he coached at Alabama, and they're playing Alabama tomorrow. a reporter asked Kurt Signetti about the Alabama mystique. Here's what he said.
You know about the Bama mystique. How do you convince the players that you're playing this team, you're not playing all that tradition?
You probably know more about the mystique than they do. I mean, our guys just know what they see on tape.
In other words, I give 2 Fs about the Alabama mystique. How about that? Oh, here it is.
Maybe your fan base would rather lose to Alabama.
Who's driving? Hold on.
Know,
play Signetti again. Let me tee it up. Kurt Signetti, who coached at Alabama under Nick Saban, who's the head football coach at Indiana, who's playing Alabama tomorrow in the Rose Bowl in the quarterfinals, was asked about the Alabama mystique.
You know about the Bama mystique. How do you convince the players that you're playing this team, you're not playing all that tradition?
You probably know more about the mystique than they do. I mean, our guys just know what they see on tape.
By the way, I'm a fan.
God, I'm a fan of Kurt Signetti. God, I mean, how he is beyond dry.
It's great.
He doesn't get. I've talked about this, and there are listeners listening. There are people that this will resonate with, and some it won't. And that's fine. And some are going to have their day later because they'll keep chipping away, and some get it early. This guy did not get a good job, the job that he wanted, that he believed he was worthy of, until he was 62 years old. You know, we all want it microwave, right? Just, I want it all at 23. All these Instagram, they're all making $4 million a month in Bitcoin and this. They're not.
No.
Okay. But that's the deal. This guy coached at IUPU. I know, I don't know what it is. A bunch of acronyms. Sounds like a CPA firm, right? That crunches numbers for offshore, businesses. What do you do? I work at IUPU. What do y'all do? We create software. No, that's a college.
Yep.
IUPU in Pennsylvania. He coached there. He coached at James Madison. He talked about how he thought, this is it. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to end up finishing my career at James Madison, winning 85, 90% of my games. Nobody's going to give me, because it's not sexy. Power 4 athletic directors are not going to come and get. They had a chance.
Right.
Even before Indiana, people had a chance to go get Kurt Signetti. I mean, he coached under Saban. So, we have to get all into that. And a lot of guys have coached under Saban and done well, and a lot have not. Jeremy Pruitt, Will Muschamp, Derek Dooley. There's more. And then now we got the Lane and Kirby and, this whole crew. But he didn't get the job that he felt like he was worthy of until he's 62 years old. He's taking care of himself. He's got several years left at coaching at an extremely high level. Kurt Signetti at Indiana. That's an incredible story. He grinded. He coached at crappy places. His dad was a legendary coach. He's just one of those freaks, I think, when it comes to evaluating preparation. But I think, I'll start with where Nick was too. I think Signetti's organizational skills are beyond elite. I think if you walked up to Kurt Signetti's car today in blue, I know they're already out in L.A., and they'll play in the Rose Bowl tomorrow against Alabama, and I think it could be a hell of a ball game. I think if you walked up to his car today and opened the door, there wouldn't be a piece of lint in there.
Not a chance.
Right? Nothing in the back, nothing in the trunk, maybe a dead body, knowing Kurt Signetti, right. But, I'm having fun.
About it.
It's not. But I told y'all this, never thought about this, but I got in Dan Mullen's car one night, and we'd had dinner at a restaurant. We went back over to the Hilton during the coaches' meetings. And at this time, Dan was driving a sweet Mercedes. I know that's not a big deal anymore. Damn near anybody can do that, but it was it was nice. This was 10 years ago. And there was nothing in the car. He had actually driven down. He had not flown down from Starkville, which he was doing a presentation to the coaches clinic the next morning. Like Saban's been to the Hilton, Mullen, Freeze, many, many others. There wasn't anything in the car. I'm telling you, man, how organized are you? And I believe Cignetti is one of the most organized coaches in all of sports.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah, I think it's evident. I mean, that guy's he's weird.
Do y'all realize, say this out loud, Indiana's a 7-point favorite over Alabama.
That's right.
In football, not in basketball in 1985, when Bobby Knight's rolling in between his 3 national titles. In football, Indiana is laying 7. What in the hell is going on? Kurt Cignetti was hired from James Madison and won in 5 minutes. And there's been several do that. John Summerall, of course, Willie Fritz has navigated this thing really well. For our listeners, he was at Tulane, now he's at Houston. Brett Bielema has now won 19 games in 2 years at Illinois. Prior to his arrival, Illinois had 10 straight losing seasons. Good hell.
They probably hadn't won 19 ball games combined in the last, 4 years?
Well, the year before he got there, they went 2-6 in a COVID year.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So let me count this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, maybe 9 years. Wow. But it's 9 or 10 years prior to his arrival. Illinois had 9 or 10 losing seasons. They won 19 games the last 2 years.
When they give him a lifetime contract.
Yeah, and here's what's crazy is that some of the openings this year
passed on it, man.
Yeah, I don't know what he signed. I don't know if he signed an ironclad deal where he can't get out of it. But which maybe he just thought, I'm financially secure because he's already been paid at Wisconsin and Arkansas and so on. But he's a phenomenal offensive line coach, which is where everything starts and ends, as we all know. And it's even more, it's always been important in the game. It's even 100x today. You know, do you have a phenomenal offensive line coach? Give Lane credit.
Oh, yeah.
Golly, he's identified some guys the last couple of years to coach that position. And Kurt Cignetti, man, I mean, fundamentally in the trenches. I know they're down their edge rusher.
Yeah.
But fundamentally in the trenches, unbelievable. Bielema, last 2 years, 2024, 10 wins. 2025 just beat Tennessee last night, 9 wins.
Wow.
And that was a physical game. I know a lot of people like to focus on the negative, and that's all you get kind of in my Twitter algorithm is all coaches want to talk about. I mean, they're still saying the same thing. It's a broken record. Calipari, Saban, this coach, Smart, everybody about NIL and the portal. But, when I'm sitting here thinking last night's game against Illinois and Tennessee was a hell of a football game.
It was.
And it was smash mouth, kids getting after it. And we like to focus on, well, they don't want to play anymore and really get negative, old man yelling at the clouds. That deal is simply not accurate. There are some examples.
Sure.
But
outliers,
last night, Tennessee and Illinois absolutely, I mean, it was nasty physical. And I don't know how Luke Altmaier got up a couple of times, but he damn sure did. And, I've heard people have told me, Altmaier's maybe a pain in the you-know-what. Yeah. I don't know. I've never met the kid that I know of. I'll tell you this, though. There were twice last night he got absolutely drilled, and I didn't think he was going to get up. And his offensive lineman ran over to pick him up. That's all I need to know.
Yeah, buddy.
He may be X, Y, and Z. I don't know.
He's supported,
but he's a tough as hell player. He had a really, really nice career at Illinois, out of Starkville, Mississippi, and the 2 times that he went down, it didn't look like he was going to get up. His O-line went over there and picked it, and he got just shredded last night by that damn Tennessee D. Oh, man.
How he kept getting up. He's a Mississippi boy. Better get up.
Yeah, well, there you go. Jake from Yazoo says, when the vehicle looks like a fresh rental, you are a quiet assassin in a good way, and or you don't have kids. Good point.
Yep.
Fair enough. I think you're right. All right, what are you doing fireworks tonight?
Yeah. The dogs don't like it, man. Dogs hate fireworks.
Oh, your dogs don't like them?
Can't stand them.
Okay.
So I don't know. We'll see where the night leads. I'll let that play out throughout the day. I'm sure something will pop off. I am quite sure of it.
You'll have a neighbor shoot them.
Yeah, I probably will.
Somebody, or within 4 or 5 houses.
Probably Locke.
Yeah, see, Locke Ward.
He's dangerous.
Realtor extraordinaire Locke Ward will probably be shooting fireworks.
He will. If he does, he'll end up lighting a tree on fire or something like that.
I can
Something
see
bad
that.
will happen.
He's always got the funniest stories.
The most random things happen to that guy.
They do. The most random things do happen to
He
Locke
attracts it, I
Ward.
believe.
I agree with that.
I don't know what quality or you have to attract it, but he's got it.
Call Locke Ward today if you want to list a house or sell your house. Yeah.
He won't burn it down.
Or buy a house.
Yeah.
List,
If
sell,
he's shooting
buy.
fireworks, it's done.
Yeah.
Like they'll have to
Locke
get
needs
Eastover
to,
out.
it's coordinated. Like, he's a hell of a tennis
He's
player,
so
hell of a
good.
golfer. You don't want him near.
No.
He needs to be the guy that's 25 feet away, just kind of overseeing the thing.
Yeah. Or enjoying the fireworks. Just watch
And
the
by
show.
the way, in all seriousness, if you are shooting fireworks tonight,
Please.
some of you will eye roll. Please be careful.
Please.
Goodness gracious. And be careful, period, over the holidays. But enjoy all this football.
Yep.
And here's to an Elijah Craig small batch old fashioned, either at the house or your favorite Kessler Prime in the Renaissance. A little bit different show today. Great steaks, rack of lamb. And enjoy that. And Briarwood Wine and Spirits open today, of course, it's one of their biggest days of the year. I do want to say this. The Elijah Craig barrel pick it's going to be here in January or February. As soon as it is, we will let you know. Enjoy the next few days. And Ole Miss and Georgia tomorrow night. If you missed Tom Luganbill's preview of Ole Miss, Georgia, it's on YouTube. Search Out of Bounds Sports. It's awesome. YouTube, search Out of Bounds Sports. We would love for you to hit the subscribe button. We're trying to hit a number before midnight.
Yeah.
Would love for you to go to YouTube and become a subscriber of our channel. YouTube, search Out of Bounds Sports. For Jackson Meadows, I'm your host, Bo Bounds. Happy New Year. We love you. And we'll be back in a couple of days.